know very well that what lesson we are dealing with, and we have learnt all the Paleolithic ages we have learnt. And yesterday we have started with the metal age that I told that today we will continue from there. Yes. So this is an interesting lesson if because whoever doesn't know about the early human beings, you can just read this lesson and related to this topic, you can browse and find out also many of the details if you wish. Okay. So even in this lesson itself, whatever slides I'm showing you, that also will give you the interesting facts about the human beings and the evolution of the human beings. So today we will start from the metal age, then slowly we learn about even how the human beings were there in Tamil Nadu also. So Tamilagam, it is given in the book Tamilagam. So we will learn about how the human beings were there, how they inhabited the places, everything we will learn in this lesson. So fine children, so let us get into the lesson. We start from the metal age today. So yesterday we have completed with this art regarding the Neolithic age. Yes, Neolithic age. Paleolithic, Mesolithic, Neolithic we have learned. Okay, Paleolithic, Mesolithic, Neolithic. Paleolithic, Upper Paleolithic, Middle Paleolithic and Lower Paleolithic. 3 ages were there in the Paleolithic period. Then Mesolithic age we have learned, that is Middle Stone Age. Next one, Neolithic age. Okay, so in the Neolithic age only people started doing agriculture, and in the Mesolithic age discovery of fire happened. So in the Neolithic age a lot of developments happened like pottery, ornaments making and the way of art. Okay, all these developed during the Neolithic age we have seen. So today we will be learning about the metal age. So the age of metals began when human beings to learn how to use metals make objects. So with the help of what is meant by metal age, the age of metals. Okay, with the help of the metals, they learned how to make the objects, ornaments, tools, weapons, and everything. This is 5,000 years BC. Okay, 5,000 years BC. First, they used the copper. What metal was used by them first? Copper. Then after that, bronze, then iron. Okay, the first metal which was ever used by the early man was copper, then bronze, then iron. So when copper was used by those early people, it was called as copper age. When they used the bronze as the metal, then it was called as bronze age, then iron age. Okay, iron age. So you can see the period also given there, 5000 BC, 3500 BC, 1500 BC. Okay, 1500 BC. Here, let us see the tools and technology. So as I have told you, their mind, their brain started thinking more in a very technological way. So that you would have seen in the Neolithic age itself, the different kinds of weapons using the bones. So here, if you see the metals, you can see plow, axes. See this one plow. You can see the earliest plow, which was used by the early humans for their agricultural purpose. Okay, these were very stronger and it was very sharpened also at that time. Metals are used for tools such as plows and knives, weapons such as swords, jewelry, necklace also. So you can see the jewelry items also. Yes, so these were the jewelry items which were made by the early humans during the age, copper metal age. And you can see this, the sharp edged weapons. Okay, fine. So this was the earliest plow. Okay, let us see the first cities. So at that time also they started developing the cities. Let us see how. Agriculture, livestock, and the new technical advances improve the people life. Because of this, population also increased. because they learned how to cook food, they learned how to live, how to produce the crops, everything. They started using the metals as a better technology. So population also increased. Some villages become small cities with hundreds of inhabitants. Okay, how many people were there? With hundreds of inhabitants. They started living in groups. This is how the groups developed. Okay, we say no, they belong to particular caste, they belong to particular group, like that. So this is how the particular people started living in groups, and from there they separated themselves. Okay, so that is why different groups also were developed, and that time also they categorized themselves into different groups based on the occupation. So people started doing various occupations. So they started living in groups based on their occupation. So here cities are surrounded by walls, and inside there are buildings. They had a compound, that is why it is given as surrounded by walls. Okay, inside one particular group was living, and that is why the buildings were there. Okay, with the different functions like houses, stores, shops, a workshop. So they themselves had houses for them, storehouse for them, shops for them, or we can say that it is a workshop, the place where they can work. First cities' houses are small. Their walls are made of adobe or stone, and their ceilings were made of straw. So walls they used stones to make, and the roof were done with the help of straw. And it was small house only, because that was the first time they started to build the houses. No, so it was very small. You can see here. You can see the walls over here. Okay, and you can see the place like entrance. So particular group was living inside with a small, you can see the walls made of stones and the roof with hut. So those people, this is a living place, working place, and even they had some kind of other activities also. Yes, so this is how they started living in groups. Fine, children. So let us see the megalithic monuments. When we cross the places, we can see some pillars of stones. Just we think that it is a stone standing there. But each and every stone which stands as a pillar or with some structure has its own stories. Its own stories. In villages, you would have seen the slab-like structures, like a bench-like structure. The stones, the long stones were, or the big stones were arranged in a bench-like structure. That also has some stories. Okay, in some other countries, some other places, you would have seen the round shaped stones were arranged in layers from bottom to top, one above the other, one above the other, one above the other. They would have arranged the stones. That stone has different stories. So for each and everything, we just cross the way by looking that particular object as stone, and then we cross the way. But each and everything has its own stories. So let us see that. So by seeing this picture, what you see, okay, this is some kind of a grass field where some stones are there. That's it. Yes, but let us see what it is. See, this is called megalithic monuments. Megalithic means mega, big stones were used to construct these monuments. In the late Neolithic age means at the end of the Neolithic age and before the beginning of the Metal Age, human beings built what we can call the first monuments using big block of stone called megalith. Megalith, lith means stone, mega means big. So using the big stones. The main monuments are menhirs, dolmens, and cromlech. So these three were the main monuments at that time, considered as the main. How we say Taj Mahal now, how we say Qutub Minar now. So okay, how we say the other monuments as an important one now. In the same way, this is also considered as a very important monument during that period. Which are the monuments? Menhirs, dolmens, and cromlech. Okay, so this is called stone circle. Stones were arranged in circle. So let us see what are those. So menhirs means this one. Menhirs are big, long stones vertically put into the ground. Okay, so these are probably for religious construction dedicated to worship the sun. So menhirs is a pillar-like stone which was constructed and which was erected for the worship of the god sun, to worship the god sun. Okay, so I hope that you have understood. So menhirs were the pillar-like stones, big stones. Okay, and it was religious construction dedicated to worship the sun. Next one, this is dolmens. So dolmens, this is how you would have seen in the villages also, slab-like structure. Two stones are there, and above that one stone is placed over there. In Tamil, they will say Sumai Tangi Kal. You would have heard this. Whoever has visited your villages, they would have said that what is this bench-like structure? They would have told you it is Sumai Tangi Kal. So this is for the burial places, the places where their family members were buried. In order to keep it as a remembrance or as an identification, they keep the stones like this. So they are made of big, long vertical stones covered by several horizontal slabs of a great size. Okay, so why this is constructed like this? These are called dolmens. Dolmens. Okay, burial places. Burial places. In order to remember that or to identify that their family members are buried inside. Okay. Here, cromlech. This is called cromlech. I have told you, circle-like structure. So cromlech are wide circles formed by several menhirs put in round. They were probably used as sanctuaries. So that time also they had the sanctuaries. So they had this as like wall-like structure to keep the animals, maybe animals inside. That is why it is given as sanctuaries. So lot of menhirs, you can see lot of menhirs are there. So this is, let us see about prehistoric Tamilagam. As I have told you, we have completed about the Paleolithic age. So Paleolithic age is divided into Upper Paleolithic, Middle Paleolithic and Lower Paleolithic. We have learnt about Levalloisian tools, okay, lithic technology, all that we have learnt, okay, and we have learnt about burins, these concepts we have come across. Ice age also we have come across. Okay, then Mesolithic age, Neolithic culture, all that we have seen. And important one is crescent region, because crescent region, fertile crescent region is an area where Egypt, Israel, Palestine and Iraq, okay, those three areas were there, and it is in the form of the crescent, and that is an important place where the civilization developed, or we can say that the people started doing many things in that place. From there only it developed to the other places. Okay, then we have learnt about all the metal ages. So now we are going to see about prehistoric Tamilagam. Okay, prehistoric Tamilagam. So Tamilagam also had all the Paleolithic ages, Mesolithic ages, Neolithic ages, and it also had the megalithic burial types and everything. So what you have learnt is for the whole world. Now what you are going to learn the concept is for Tamilagam. Okay, so here you can see the culture, time period and cultural trades. Paleolithic period, it is given in the years 20 lakh years to 8000 BC. Hand axes, cleavers, hunting and gathering. They were using hand axes and cleavers. What was the main occupation? Hunting and gathering. During the Mesolithic period, which is around 8000 years to 1300 BCE, okay, and here microlithic tools, you know very well that what is microlithic tools, and no knowledge of metal at that time during the Mesolithic period. So they did hunting of animals and birds, gathering of plant food. Then Neolithic period, it is 2000 BCE to 1000 BCE. They polished the stone axes, microlith, domestication of animals, cultivation of crops, multiplicity of groups. So that means they had a lot of groups. They were divided into different groups. So coexistence of hunter-gatherers and pastoral groups. Okay, hunter-gatherer become one group, pastorals become another group. Next one, if you see Iron Age, okay, Iron Age, which is 1300 BCE to 500 BCE, megalithic burial custom, coexistence of hunter-gatherers and pastoral groups, development of chiefdom. Chiefdom means with the king. Okay, knowledge of iron, black and redware potteries and blackware ceramic potteries were used at the time. They were specialized in craft and they had special groups. So the groups were divided into ornament making group, pottery making group. Like that, they were divided into groups. Okay. So here next one, early historic and Sangam age, which is 300 BCE to 300 CE. So this is 3 CE only our ages. Whatever we are now, that is called CE. So all these you have to calculate the years before that. From now, that is 2021 years plus if it is given as 1300 BCE, you have to add 1300 BCE. So that many years before. Okay. So cultural traits of Iron Age. They started with Iron Age. So that time only we had Chola, Chera, Chola, Pandya kingdoms. So hero worship. Hero worship means whoever was considered as hero at that time. Hero means not like actors in the film. They were famous for their war fight and they would have saved many people. They would have helped many people. So they were considered as heroes at the time. So hero worship was there at the time. Hero worship means like gods they were considered. Okay. And poetic traditions like literature, trade and exchange by sea. They started writing their literary works and they had the trade relationship with the other countries during the Sangam age, yearly historic period and Sangam age. So let us see the lower Paleolithic culture in Tamil Nadu. So this is Attirapakam. Okay, Attirapakam. This is a place in Tamil Nadu. So 1.5 million year old tools were found in that place. How many years old? 1.5 million years old tools were found in Attirapakam. You can see that excavation site over here, Attirapakam site. From there, they dug out all these kind of items. Okay. So you can see here, these are the items. Different kinds of stone tools. So yesterday's news also you would have heard that that Keeladi, whatever the research is going on, archaeological excavation is going on, they had found out some collectives of stones, okay, which were used in those days. So check it out in the news afterwards. So people in the lower Paleolithic age, they were called as Homo erectus. Stone tools were used. It is found, Attirapakam is found near Chennai region. See, these tools were found in and around Chennai. Okay, it's not in the particular place, especially in Attirapakam, especially at Attirapakam. The period is 1.5 to 2 million years ago. The major river which flew during that time, it was Kosasthalayar River. Kosasthalayar River. Okay, Kosasthalayar River. Do we have those kind of rivers now? No. Okay, next one. These are the archaeological excavations, stone tools, pottery, animal bones, and pollens. So here you can see the type of pottery which was used by Tamilnadu people. You can see it was colored also red and blackware pottery. This is called red and blackware pottery. And you can see the size of the parts and size of the vessels. This was taken from Adichanallur. Okay, those one from Attirapakam. This is Adichanallur. You can see here the first one is iron sword which got rusted. Okay, iron sword and deja. Okay, and bronze vessel from it. This is a bronze vessel from burial. From Puducherry it was taken, Auroville. So here Cosmic ray exposure dating is a method in which exposure to cosmogenic rays is done for dating the examples. So whatever the excavations are done, whatever the objects are taken from that, with the help of this cosmic ray, they will find out easily what is the age of that, in which age it was there. Okay, so cosmorake exposure dating is a method in which exposure to cosmogenic rays is done for dating the examples. Why it is used for dating the examples means for dating the objects which they have taken out. So in 1863, Sir Robert Bruce Foote, you have seen a picture there, no, in the slide. So Sir Robert Bruce Foote, a geologist from England, first discovered the Paleolithic tools at Pallavaram near Chennai. Okay, he was the person who first discovered the Paleolithic tools at Pallavaram near Chennai. And not only that, he also found out the hand axes cleavers, okay, which were used during the Lower Paleolithic period. Lower Paleolithic period. And not only that, he also found out that people used the hammer stones, spheroids, which was made out of quartzite. So those days also they started using the quartzite, pebbles and cobbles. So all these, okay, all these objects they found at Pallavaram, Gudiyam Cave, Attirapakam, Vadamadurai, okay, and this is Erumaivettai Parikulam. Okay, Pallavaram, Gudiyam Cave, Attirapakam, Vadamadurai, Erumaivettai and Parikulam. So these places, from these places, they excavated all these objects. And here, they also found these lower Paleolithic tools in North Arcot and Dharmapuri district. North Arcot district and Dharmapuri district. So most of the objects which was made out of the basalt rocks. Okay, some of the weapons were made out of the basalt rocks. Yes, and they had this culture, lower Paleolithic culture extended till 300,000 years. This happened 300,000 years ago. Which one? Lower Paleolithic culture. Let us see about the middle Paleolithic culture in Tamil Nadu. So it emerged during 3,85,000. Okay, it emerged during 3,85,000 to 1,72,000 years ago. So they started using the artifacts at the time. Some of the tools like cores, flakes, scrapers, knives, borders, levolution flakes, hand axes and cleavers were used at the time. We had all these objects, that is evidences. We have to call it as the evidences found out. T. Pudupatti, okay, Sivara Kotai, Tanjavur and Ariyalur. So these were the places where they found all these objects, or we can say that weapons. Next one, for the upper Paleolithic, we had no evidences. So many evidences we got for the middle Paleolithic and lower Paleolithic. For the upper Paleolithic, evidences means like it was no, we have to say. Otherwise, like very rare. It is very, 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 very rare evidences only we got. But the archaeologists have found out that the people used the microlith tools. Okay. And these people lived in many parts of Tamil Nadu like Attirapakam and Gudiyam Cave. So this is Gudiyam Cave. Okay. The picture which is shown to you is Gudiyam Cave. Let us see the Mesolithic culture. We have 3 more minutes. You can see the arts developed during the time, the art, the type of art, what they have done. So all the evidences shows that the people were the hunter-gatherers. All these were found at Chennai, North Arcot district, Dharmapuri, Salem, Coimbatore, Ariyalur, Tiruchirappalli, Pudukkottai, Madurai, Sivagangai, Tirunelveli and Kanyakumari. So where we got evidences about these people, all these places, whatever we have seen now. Now Theresites means it is like red sand. We have to say that the red sand. Terry sites near Thoothukudi have evidence of microlithic artifacts. So in Thoothukudi, they found out that the microlithic tools in the place called Terry. And these sites have red sand dunes called Terries. Manal made, okay, red color, red sand, semman. This see you can see here. So this is a Terry site. Okay, it consists of a group of 11 sites in Tirunelveli district of Tamil Nadu. It has the sand dunes. You can see sand dunes. Okay, all these belong to the Mesolithic period. So from this place only they excavated some objects. Okay, so this is in Tirunelveli district. So as we have seen that the people of this period used these small artifacts made of chert and quartz. Okay, chert and quartz, and the tool types are scrapers, lunates, and triangles. All we have seen in the previous slides. They hunted the wild animals and gathered fruit. So still the people lived like hunters and gatherers at the time. They collected the nuts and roots for their life. Fine, children. So microlithic flakes you can see here from Tamil Nadu. This is the first picture, and this is how they had a hut and then they lived near the places. Okay, so Neolithic culture in Tamil Nadu, that we will see it in next class, tomorrow's class. So far, I think that you have understood. Okay, so let us see this Neolithic culture in Tamil Nadu. Occupation, same thing. So as we have seen previously, same way here applied for Tamil Nadu also. They had the domestication of cattle, sheep, goat, pig and fowl. So all the animals they started domesticating along with the hunting of the wild animals. So they were able to categorize which animals can be domesticated, which animals are considered as the wild animals. Everything they were able to identify and categorize. Okay, so they consider the wild animals are spotted deer, jungle cats, and other varieties of fauna. All these animals were hunted by them. Not only that, they started doing the agriculture, so they cultivated the crops like cereals, pulses like green gram, horse gram, okay, all these. So these evidences we got from Payampalli. Okay, which place? Payampalli. Which place it is? Payampalli. So remember that. So these Neolithic people were the first people who devised the pottery, who made the pottery. And how they made the pottery? They made the pottery out of the wheel, with the spinning of the wheel. Okay, yes. And before firing, the pottery was polished with pebbles also. This process is known as burnishing. So in the Neolithic age only, people started making pottery with the help of the wheels. Okay, polishing the potteries, burning the potteries, all these was done. So it is called as what? Burnishing. Burning the pottery and polishing, both words together. So burnishing. Burning, polishing. So burnishing. This process is called what? Burnishing. So this is what Payampalli district, Vellore district, cultivation of crops, and you can see the size of the pods over there. Okay.